Holy shit, guys. That was amazing. I got really emotional during that episode. But let's not get ahead of myself. Mandalorian chapter 16, The Rescue. Probably the first thing in this episode that really got me excited actually was Boba Fett meeting the Night Owls. I really liked how fierce Bo-Katan was in this episode in general, but seeing her right-hand woman getting in a face-off with Boba Fett, I thought that was pretty cool. I kind of liked how in this episode Boba Fett was a lot more brutish, because I kind of feel like they've made him maybe a little bit too much of a good guy with the Mandalorian. I kind of feel like this, just kind of made him a little more anti-hero type character for the series. I think Thomas is about to come over here. Still kind of processing everything in this episode. So for the fight between Din Djarin and Moff Gideon, I liked how they showed his spear like kind of melting or glowing. You could see that the Darksaber was threatening to break it, which I liked because I felt like they didn't really make that clear in the Ahsoka Tano episode. Beskar is not equally as strong as lightsaber energy. It's just strong enough to be able to resist it, but, with enough force or duration of exposure to lightsaber energy, it will break down to it. So I'm glad that they showed that in this episode. Thought the Dark Troopers were awesome, but I do hope that this isn't the last that we see of them. Did kind of feel like the ending, there was a few kind of ambiguous things about the end, but can't get too far ahead of myself. Guess I might as well go ahead and say now, Luke Skywalker. Oh my gosh, who saw that happening? I mean, I guess there was plenty of theories of it. I mean, there was all sorts of theories. Like, I feel like we all were all expecting like somebody to show up. Part of me was actually kind of anticipating it would be a new character. I don't know. I mean, it was just kind of hard for me to like fathom like who could possibly show up to take the child or Grogu. It was pretty shocking to see Luke Skywalker come on scene. So now I'm really wanting to see like a Luke Skywalker movie or television series focused on him with the Jedi Academy, because I kind of feel like that was something that a lot of us were wanting to see in the Star Wars sequel trilogy, but instead, at the start of it, the Academy had already fallen, and quite frankly, it just made Luke look like a really epic failure in life. So, I'd really like to see some sort of, movie or television show of, Luke actually having some success with that. I got extremely emotional at the end when Din Djarin was parting with Grogu, because like I've said several times, I associate Grogu with Thomas here, so that was kind of close to home for me. I mean, we know they're going to get reunited at some point, but still, I mean, it was just really emotional, just, imagining what it's going to be like when I'm without Thomas. Even when I went to Orlando on vacation for a few days, it was kind of just sad that Thomas was without me. I'm sure Thomas really missed me, didn't you? And we're going to have to go through that again when I go to New Orleans, aren't we? But, yeah, so a lot of unanswered threads going on in this episode, too, though mainly centered around the Darksaber, because Darksaber is something that has to be won to have the power that comes with it, and Bo-Katan didn't win the Darksaber, Din Djarin did, and of course Din Djarin doesn't want the Darksaber. Bo-Katan does, but he can't just freely give it to her, so now there's that rift between them, so that's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds in the future of The Mandalorian. Of course, Moff Gideon was arrested, which I kind of feel like after Luke Skywalker showed up on scene, Moff Gideon kind of just faded to the background, like, I didn't even really notice him in the episode after that. Then one part that I kind of feel like really didn't get very much attention, that I kind of feel like could really make a huge impact on the future of the show, is Moff Gideon shot one of the Night Owls hard enough to at least put her unconscious. But with the armor on, it wasn't very clear who it was. So was that Bo-Katan, and did he kill this Night Owl? Because I kind of feel like that could make a huge difference on what happens in the future of the Mandalorian series. I think it was just her right-hand woman, and probably didn't kill her because of the Beskar armor, but still, I kind of feel like they did make that ambiguous, and, like, the Beskar armor doesn't cover the entire body. There are, soft points, at the joints, so kind of wish they at least addressed that a little bit more clear, because yeah, whatever the other Night Owl that was standing kept her helmet on for the remainder of the show. And then at the end, there was a post-credit scene. If you didn't watch that, go back and check out that post-credit scene. But, oh boy, I can't remember the name of that character now. Guess it doesn't really matter too much, because you'll know who I'm talking about, especially if you did see about the Twi'lek, who was Jabba's assistant. He was still alive, older and fatter than he was before. I thought it was kind of funny to see him surprised that Boba Fett was alive, because I was surprised he was still alive, because I'm pretty sure he was on Jabba's skiff when it exploded. So, but of course he's not alive now. Thought it was kind of interesting to see what happened, because, again, it wasn't very clear. All we see is Boba Fett sitting on what was once Jabba's throne, killing everybody that was in his palace, except that one slave that got to go free. I thought that was kind of a nice little touch, but, yeah, what exactly is Boba Fett doing there? For me, the imagery kind of made it look like it was trying to set up some sort of criminal empire or something like that, but I doubt that's what's going on. But then it said that the book of Boba Fett is coming excuse me, it's coming in December 2021. So what is the book of Boba Fett going to be exactly media-wise? It says book, but I'm kind of anticipating it's not going to be a book. At least I'm hoping it's not going to be a book. I kind of feel like, filming a teaser scene like that for a book is kind of going a little bit over the top and far. So I'm anticipating it's going to be either a movie or a TV series. And in general, pretty much anything Star Wars right now I'm hoping is going to be a TV series, even more so than a movie, because I kind of feel like TV right now is what Star Wars is doing consistently the best right now. Although I didn't watch the Resistance. I'm not too sure about that. I watched like maybe half an episode before I turned it off, but I don't know. If I gave that a try, I might grow on me. But I mean, Clone Wars, Rebels, The Mandalorian, they were all amazing. So I really feel like television is the best route for Star Wars to be going right now. I've watched all the movies, I've read a few books, I've read a good chunk of comics. I really feel like television is what Star Wars is doing best. But yeah, that's about all my thoughts on this final episode of this season of The Mandalorian. What were your thoughts? I'm really excited for season 3 now, and just in general the future of Star Wars.